Welcome back everyone to the channel, and I've got some live attacks that I did on the live stream earlier today, and the second hit was a Queen Walk minor attack. Yes, you heard that right. I went ground on the second attack. Absolutely crazy, so I'll bring you guys that to get the perfect war, which we needed those two in order to do it. But before I show you guys that, I want to send a huge shout out to all of you guys watching. You guys have showed so much support, not only through this whole year, but especially these last several months when I really started to make a consistent upload schedule for YouTube. And it's just, you guys have reached out through the comments, through my Discord, through direct messages, through tweets, absolutely just thanking me for the videos and whatnot. And I just couldn't believe the amount of support that you guys have showed. So let me show you guys exactly what I mean, because I started mainly uploading these videos back in September, right? So August 31st, as you can see right here, is when I wanted to track the progress, right? So we were at 300 subs, and this is when I really wanted to start making more consistent uploads, right? So around this time, I was uploading about 3 videos a week starting here. Before, it was like once every 3 months, once every 6 months, very rarely. So starting August 31st, I was like, you know what? Let's start making consistent videos. And on October 16th, I have started the daily upload schedule, and I haven't missed since, and I don't plan on missing. And now, where are we at? We are currently almost at 9,500 the last day of December. My end goal for this year was to get to 2,000, which we absolutely blew away. Absolutely crazy. I did not expect that. You guys have showed so much support, and I especially thank you guys for coming out and showing that. And so what do we see for 2019? Well, if we keep on the progress that we're currently at, we could probably see around 60,000. Or if we get to what the higher estimate is, around 90,000, that's absolutely crazy. Is it possible to maybe break into the 100,000 subscriber mark? I don't know. It's absolutely insane. What do you guys think we'll be at by the end of 2019? I just can't believe the amount of support you guys have shown. So I definitely want to send a huge shout out to you guys. And what are your guys' New Year's goals? So going into 2019, it could be nothing related to Clash. It could be something related to Clash. Just let me know down in the comment section what that might be, and see if we can stick to it together. Just one day at a time. But anyways, let's go ahead and get into some of these attacks, especially that Queen Walk minor triple. All right, guys, so here is that final score, 120 to 117. We did end up getting that perfect war. As you can see, I had the final 2 hits in the final 20 minutes, as you can see, with 18 minutes left in war. And then with 2 minutes left in war, I hit number 1 and then number 5 right here, ending up getting both of those triples. So let me go ahead and show you guys this first one here. I don't have the actual live hit because for some reason this one actually didn't save, so unfortunately I can't bring that one to you. The second one did, so I will have that live hit. I'll walk you guys through this hit and kind of the planning that was behind it. And there was no previous hit on this base with a DragBat strategy. There was a minor, so I kind of knew where the Teslas were, but there was nothing DragBat before on this base. And so I had a plan of essentially going DragBats, thinking that I can have the bats come in towards the middle of the raid and help the dragons out. So what do I want to do in this base? Well, what do I see? Well, the queen's down here, the eagle's in the core. Where are the sweepers? There's a sweeper here, and there's a sweeper here. Okay. The biggest thing that you want to do when you do DragBat is you want to create that funnel for those dragons. And so what do I do here? I wanted to create a funnel, and I want to get to this town hall as quick as possible. So if I want to get to the town hall as quick as possible, do I want to fly this way? No, because that means I get to the town hall towards the end of the raid, and that's usually never good. So how do I get to this town hall quick? Well, that means I got to fly this way, right? but there's a sweeper, right? The sweeper is going to keep blowing you back. Well, that's what a rage is going to be used for, right? So I'm going to use a rage in this area. But before I do that, I'm going to drop my heroes. The queen's going to go over here and the king's going to go here. Why do I do the king and queen in those directions, right? The queen is over here because, one, there's a Tesla field here, just like this, and then there is actually one Tesla over here. But there's a reason. I drop 2 giants over here to tank some of these Tesla shots for the queen, so the queen can step up here and remove all of this. Plus, I wanted the queen to reach over this wall and grab that wizard tower. She doesn't, but I did want her to. Because if I can grab all of this down, right, with my queen, then that helps the dragon stay inside the space. And if you see on this side, there is no defense in this layer. It's just some buildings here, right? So if I use my king right here on the left side, not the right, big difference. If I drop the king here, he'll go this way. If I drop the king here, he'll go this way. So this is the spot that I want to drop the king. Those small little differences of where you drop the king matters, right? So I drop the king not directly on, but towards the left side, so he goes this way. But I drop a giant first to tank these cannon shots so the king can last a little bit longer with his health. So I drop the king this way. He's going to run this way. He's going to clear all of this, right? I drop an archer here to clear that. Then I drop the queen here. She's going to step up and remove as much as she possibly can, right? So I wanted all that down, and then I'm going to send the dragons right through here. I sent the Stone Slammer first into this air defense because I wanted the Stone Slammer to absorb the shots and then hit this air defense to take it down. I didn't want my dragons to take the shots. I wanted the Stone Slammer. So if the queen removes all this, the king removes all this, dragons fly in just like this with the Stone Slammer and some balloons. I left some back-end balloons. I didn't want to drop all of them. Then that means I'm going to drop a Rage, a Freeze, and the bats right here. I wanted the bats to clear all of this so that the dragons can keep moving directly into the base down here, and then the bats would then move around this way. So let me go ahead and play it. I know that it's been paused for a little while, but so that's kind of my thought process. That's what I wanted to do. So I'm going to be fighting a sweeper, so you guys will see exactly what happens when you do fight a sweeper here. So as you can see, there is the giant, there is the king, right? And so the king was actually dropped right here. He's going to move this way. So I initially thought I dropped him a little higher up, but I guess I ended up dropping him here, and then he went left, right? So if I dropped him here, he would have went right. So left is the way he goes. So I didn't drop him further north, so it was just a little bit further south. So then I dropped the queen up here. Not yet. I don't drop the giants just yet because I know the queen is out of range of any Teslas other than that first one that popped. And I knew she could get through it and not too much of a problem. This cannon did a ton of damage to her. I should have probably dropped a giant to tank some of those shots. It would have let the queen get a little further into this base. So as you can see, the king removed the Tesla there and then the second Tesla that's over there. So the king did a very nice job. I should have probably dropped the balloon here on the archer tower to help tank that so the queen could have picked off that wizard tower, but that didn't end up happening. That's something I should have done. So then I dropped the Stone Slammer. It does pick off a Seeking Air Mine right there, and then the dragons behind. I don't drop all the balloons. I save some for the back end. So now the Warden is going in. Stone Slammer's going to pop. And then the dragons are going to see that rage, not only use the rage to get through the sweeper, but then also to help get through that, which the king went down pretty quickly from all those dragons. And then I use the warden ability right over that town hall. So that sweeper is not going to do too much there as the dragons are able to push through warden ability. So beautiful job with the funnel there. So now as the dragons are meeting up to the core, and once they're going to start to get in this area, that range, that is when I drop the bats, because I want to drop the bats right here, and they're going to meet up as the dragons are flying through. So the dragons are tanking a lot of the shots, and these bats are then just destroying the space. I dropped that wizard tower there as the bats are moving up and meeting through the space. And look at how many bats are still up, and they're able to help wreck through that multi, surprisingly. And look at that. So I just move my way through the space here and just push through with these dragons, and then get through the multi-target inferno. Remember, you guys, you got to get that rage, that freeze, and the bats down. The freeze and the bats have to be immediate. So the bat spell has to be dropped, all of them, right after that freeze is dropped. Pretty much as the freeze is falling, switch and drop your bats. You have to do it as quick as possible, because otherwise you might run out, the freeze might run out and you might not be able to get as much value as you possibly could have. So that is absolutely very critical to get those bats down as quick as possible. And we ended up getting this triple here on number 1 to help get us to 119 stars. And then the next one on number 5 here was the Queen Walk Miner attack, right? Queen Walk Miners. I don't personally do Queen Walk Miners, so there was several hits that were this exact strategy that didn't get it, right? There are some small little things that went wrong, or they started it a little too late. They could have gotten to the previous hit that was on this was a 97% 2-star. So I was coming in to clean it up, right? But I don't go miners. I don't go ground in war. Only I would go ground if I'm going in to clean up an attack that someone else did that came so close that I can mimic it and just do one slight little tweak and get that triple. So that's what I do in this one. So the objective of this is for me to send the wall wrecker, right? So it shows blimp, but I switched to the wall wrecker. Send that in here, and then I use 2 hogs on this archer tower with some wizards to help clear a bit of a funnel. This archer tower aggros to the wall wrecker. I send the wizard here to clear this. Then the queen gets dropped. As this is flying in, there is a ice golem and a P.E.K.K.A. in this wall wrecker. All right, so it's going to push its way into the base in here. The queen is going to get dropped, and then I'm going to drop the queen and then the healers onto the queen as the queen's going to step into the space. She's going to be responsible for removing this town hall and all of this, plus the CC. It's also critical. Take a look at when I do the live hit. I drop the poison deep, pretty close to the CC. So because there is a witch that comes out, and you want the witch to stick in that poison as long as possible. Some of the previous hits dropped the poisons over here, and the witch jumped out of the poison. She didn't stay in it, and then it took a little bit longer to kill that witch. So you're going to see the Ice Golem P.E.K.K.A. come out. The moment that Ice Golem dies, it freezes the Town Hall and all that, so it works out really well. And so the queen's going to walk this way. We're going to jump into this section right here and grab that eagle, grab the queen, but then we're going to start the miners right through here, and we want to remove this air defense as quick as possible because some of the other raids, that AD never went down. So then we're going to push our way through here with the miners. We heal right through here, and then the king is going to get dropped here to tank and help remove a bit of a funnel down here to keep these miners, as they are moving around the space, right? As they're moving this way, they're going to route this way through the core. The king is going to be responsible for all of this, and the miners are still going to go through. Warden is going to be following. Got to find the best place to use his ability, which is right over here. And then the queen stays up, and she walks right through the base, just like this. The queen never goes down. So let me go ahead and show you guys the actual live attack for this Queen Walk Miners, which was on the live stream. So let me shoot you over there, and hopefully you guys enjoy the live attack on this base. In 3, 2, 1, let's attack. Alright, so switch this to a wall wrecker. Alright, let's see what we can do. And we're gonna go like, yeah, wall wrecker right here. Oh, 2 hogs, wizard, wizard, wizard right there. Queen.
intoxicating. I'm waiting and always hesitating. Kryptonite desires set my heart afire. Heart on fire. Set my heart afire.
Trying to see where the best spot for this rage is.
Connect the dots straight to the start of intoxicating war.
Did we do it? Did we get the perfect? Oh, baby. We did it with minors. What is this? What? Holy crap. I can go ground. And so, what did you guys think about that live minor hit, which got us the perfect war? The final 2 hits, getting that 6-pack. Definitely was a lot of fun. Didn't expect to get that triple, even though it was very close. I am not a minor attacker, so if I can do it, you guys can do it too. Just takes time, practice, and make sure when you're watching a raid that when you're copying it, just those small little details, having like wizards and things, little funnels, get that set just like the previous attacker did, so that your queen or something can walk the same way. But yeah, so it definitely was a lot of fun warring Valor Morghulis. Definitely would look forward to doing it again in the future. They are part of the Buy Forever family, which Hello for Now is also part of the Buy Forever family. So definitely have a lot of friends over there and enjoy warring with you guys all the time. But anyways, that is going to wrap up today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I do, again, want to wish you guys a happy New Year's, happy holidays. And remember, guys, what is your New Year's resolution? Go ahead and leave that down in the comment section down below. So we can definitely talk about it and see if you guys stick to it. But anyways, you guys have a wonderful day. If you guys enjoyed this video, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe down below. And I hope to see you guys next time. Carbonfin signing out. Peace. Actually, see you guys next year. Bye-bye.